Analyzing temperature graphs. In this unit, you're going to be looking at a lot of different graphs, so it's important to understand some of the basic parts and how to read a graph. First, look at the left-hand side, or the y-axis, and you'll notice temperature is going up the side. In parentheses, you'll see a C, which stands for Celsius. Temperatures on this graph go from negative 40 degrees Celsius up to 30 degrees Celsius. Along the bottom on the x-axis are months. The letters stand for the first letter of the month, so January, February, March, April, and so on. And then there's a line that shows you the temperatures of this location over the year. Now, how do you read a graph like this? Well, you can do it one of two ways. First, I might ask a question such as, what's the temperature in April? And that'd be pretty straightforward. You would simply start at April and then look up until you hit the line. From there, once you're at the line, you read across to the y-axis, and you'd see that in April, it's 10 degrees Celsius. I could also ask the opposite question. For example, which month has a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius? Again, you would look at the 20 degrees Celsius and read across until you hit the line. And this time you would simply look down to see that June has a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. So that's the basics of how to read a temperature graph, but how will it be used when we're talking about climate? If you're looking at a graph that is warm or hot all year, which means it has temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius or higher, you're looking at a graph of the tropical zone. The opposite would be a graph that shows cool or cold temperatures all year. And that sort of location would have temperatures less than 20 degrees Celsius, and that would be the polar zone. The final one would be the temperate zone, and that's characterized by having warm summers, so warm being 20 degrees Celsius, and cool winters, or less than 20 degrees Celsius. Again, let's try and figure out what temperature zone this graph comes from. Now, I think the easiest way to figure this out is to imagine a line at 20 degrees Celsius. Everything above that line is warm temperatures, and everything below that line is cool temperatures. Now, we can also think about the fact that June, July, August, and September are the summer months, and January, February, and March are the winter months. So when we're analyzing this graph, let's look at the winter months first. So I'm looking at the winter months, and I noticed all three winter months are cool. So this could be a polar zone, or it could be the temperate zone, but it's definitely not the tropical zone. Then when I look in the summer months, I can see that the graph reaches 20 degrees Celsius, and in July it goes above 20 degrees Celsius. So in the summer, this place is warm. Okay, so I know that it is cool in the winter and warm in the summer. So this graph must have come from a temperate zone location. Again, use the tricks thinking about, is an area warm all year, cold all year, or is it warm in the summer and cool in the winter? That'll help you identify which temperature zone a graph represents.